Welcome to The Show Off, the podcast where we make each other sit down, shut up, and watch episodes of our favorite TV shows and then explain, or be forced to listen to, why it's top-tier television. This show is for anyone who has ever wanted to go on endless tangents about their favorite shows, but their friends and family don't want to hear it. We get it. Ditch those losers and come hang out with us instead. I'm Amanda.
And I'm Campy.
And this is The Show Off.
Previously on the Show Off podcast. We are watching WandaVision.
Yes.
Episodes 3 and 4. I'm watching all this shit for the first time,
Yes.
and Amanda is relishing in it.
Do you have any expectations of where we might be going?
So she's pregnant.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Magically pregnant.
Magically pregnant. So I'm expecting some shenanigans around that.
Yep.
And then episode 4, we interrupt this program, makes me think that we're just going to be like, yep, this isn't the real world at that point.
Ah, okay.
And then something weird is officially confirmed happening.
Okay.
We still got to figure it out.
Ooh, okay.
Hello.
Hello, welcome back to The Show Off. I'm good, how are you?
I'm good. Okay, I walked in
Yeah.
and you're like, guess what? No, wait. I'll save it for the pod. So now we're at the pod.
Yeah, we are at the pod.
So what is it?
Drum roll, please. I updated the Tumblr. Just now before you got here. I was like, it would be hilarious if Campy walked in and I was like, guess what I just did?
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I'm very excited. I need to log back into the Tumblr and see what you did.
I know. All I did was post the next episode that, after I stopped, which is our second Doctor Who episode, which is your Doctor Who pick, The Girl in the Fireplace. So if you haven't already seen that,
check it out.
You should go check it out.
It's such a fun episode.
Yeah, it was super fun. And
fun.
Actually, I felt like it was a good excuse for me to resume posting on there because, new season of Doctor Who is airing right now.
True.
So that gave me a pop culture segue to post.
Look at your business brain going.
I mean, on occasion. So, yeah. We're officially back on Tumblr, I guess.
Yeah.
Tumblr's not dead, so we're not dead on there.
Exactly. We post till you die.
Yeah. It may or may not be. Tumblr's in shambles as of the last month or so behind the scenes, but
it's a shame. I was just starting to get into it too.
Listen, I mean, I've been told that it has been threatened many times before and it has yet to die. So
I mean, I remember when we were, this is back in college. It was a long time ago.
Dating us.
Yeah, but there was definitely a phase where everyone's like, Tumblr's dead.
Yeah,
it's over.
Yeah. Well, and what's extra hilarious is now that Twitter/X is such a cesspool.
Ugh,
and
just
people are moving to Blue Sky and whatever and
Mastodon.
Yeah. Hilariously, Tumblr not only has Tumblr stuck around, but it's now become a weirdly positive place on the internet where it used to be a pool of anxiety and depression, and I think parts of it still are. But
that's so wonderful.
There's actually a lot of positivity on there now.
It's a nice little safe haven.
Yeah, exactly. Which you would not have expected to see in, I don't know, the year of our Lord 2010 or so.
Yeah.
Here we are.
Well, I am in full support of that.
Yeah.
Healthy corner of the internet. Who would have thought it existed?
So you can follow the Show Off Pod on Tumblr if you so wish.
Sure.
I do
Amanda's
genuinely
posting again.
I want to be better about posting and interacting with anybody over there and posting GIFs and gift sets related to our shows that we're talking about because that's my shit.
I'm so impatient. I have to see what you posted.
I literally just posted the episode. I posted a one line oh my god, we're back, and then I posted the episode.
It's been 4.5 billion years.
Yeah, that was
true.
that's a Doctor Who reference you don't understand yet.
No, certainly not.
But yeah, we're back on there. That's a good intro to segue us into what we're doing today.
Yeah.
We're back with WandaVision.
Woo.
Episodes 3 and 4.
I've been looking forward to this.
I know, me too. Yeah, we had to skip last week, but we're back.
Yeah.
And do you have those episode titles handy?
Oh.
Just to review for the people.
I certainly can. We are watching season 1. There's only one season. Episode 3. Now in color.
Ah.
And season 1, episode 4, we interrupt this program.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
so you were right on that one.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, right. When we left off episode 2, we turned into color.
Yep. Everything slowly turned into color right after she got knocked up.
Yep. Wanda's pregnant, magically pregnant. Things are starting to devolve very slowly.
Yes. It's just little tiny things. And then she has a moment of clarity.
Yeah.
That things are devolving.
Yeah.
And says no.
And says no.
And then everything stops devolving. And that's when she gets pregnant.
Right. We do a rewind, right?
Yeah.
We did a rewind and then all of a sudden everything's just hunky-dory again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it seems only she's the one that's aware of everything's now in color because she is vaguely aware that she's in a TV show, because I still think this is all in her own head. I think she is creating this reality with her powers.
Wait, okay, those are two different things though. Is she creating reality with her powers, or is this all in her head?
¿Por qué no los dos? It's, I don't know. It's like one of those things where it's a reality that she is creating.
Okay.
Yes. Because people exist. Agatha exists.
Right.
She is there.
I mean, but like
Vision
you see
does
how
not.
those are two very different things though, right?
No, I do not.
Well, okay, like one, it's happening in her head, like as though she's unconscious and like dreaming.
No,
I
I don't think it's that.
Okay.
I think her body is physically there.
Okay.
But
this is a type of reality.
I think what is constructed around her is not all because like Vision's not actually there. So there are elements that are completely, I'm not saying like she's, I don't know.
Your theory is that she has created this world around her. Okay.
Yeah. It's not necessarily a world that's already existed that she's manipulated.
Okay.
It's one that she has manifested.
Interesting. Okay.
That's my theory.
I like it. That's good. Yeah, if I remember correctly, your predictions from last time as we were talking were basically just that things are going to
accelerate.
Continue.
Yeah. I this pretty milquetoast prediction because of course they are, but I don't know. It seems like each episode is pretty off the wall in its own right. And I've got no predictions for what the 70s episode is going to be based around.
Yeah, we had a whole discussion about that last time.
80s.
We're going to find out.
Are they going to do like was Magnum PI in the 80s? Are they going to do some kind of like cop drama for the 80s? That'd be fun.
I'm just going to go ahead and say no.
Darn it.
No, remember it's sitcoms because it's all sitcoms.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
I guess we'll see.
Yeah, we shall find out. So I guess we will adjourn and go watch those 2 episodes and then be back with y'all to discuss shortly. All right, we're back.
We are.
We have watched episodes 3 and 4 of WandaVision.
We have indeed.
And
I have many thoughts.
The plot has thickened.
It has.
Yeah. Overall thoughts first.
I figured it out, and then episode 4 was like, hey, so now that you figured it out, we're just going to tell you it all. And I'm like, damn it, I want it to look smart.
But you were still surprised by something.
The aspect ratio, I was very excited about that.
Yes.
Yeah, I very naively was like, it's not real people stuck inside there. And then, partway through episode 3, I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
It is revealed that these are in fact real Westview residents playing parts in Wanda's false construction of reality.
I guess does now make other things in retrospect make sense.
Oh, of course.
So.
Yes.
Fun stuff.
Very
fun stuff.
Okay, I have found us a transcript to keep us on target because I feel like last time we were a little all over the place.
A little bit, but
it was fun. But I wanna try and get through as much as we can. So okay, so first of all, we have a new opening theme again.
We do.
Which is fun, and we both clocked as Brady Bunch.
Yeah, naturally.
Yeah. I have the lyrics here actually. Do you want to hear them?
Oh, I'm so curious. Okay. Yeah.
WandaVision. We got something cooking and it's looking good. We got something cooking and who knew we could.
Okay. Talking about
the bebés.
Double entendre. It's talking about the bebe and the fake TV show.
Yes.
Okay.
But yeah, true. And who knew we could. All great expectations lead to complications.
Okay. Yeah.
But it's groovy and fun. It's me and it's you. Together, 1 + 1 is more than 2. WandaVision. Some sudden surprises come in all shapes and sizes, but it's rainbows and sun. It's you and it's me. Together, 1 + 1 is family. WandaVision.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hunky dory. Everything's fine.
everything's fine, but like stuff is happening.
Yeah.
Together 1 + 1 is more than 2.
That's a classic. 1 and 1 = 3. When mommy and daddy love each other very much.
All great expectations lead to complications.
See, yeah, there's hints of there's trouble, but it's okay because
everything's fine.
Yeah, the one line is like there's trouble, but there's rainbows and sunshine.
But it's groovy.
Yeah, it's
groovy. It's all good. No, I like it.
Very on the nose.
Yeah,
as is much of the dialogue.
Yeah. I think every like theme song in this show was written by, I'm gonna have to find their names now. Written by Robert Lopez and Kristen Anderson Lopez. They are married and they
power couple.
Right, they co-write together, and they wrote original music for both WandaVision and Agatha All Along, which we will be talking about.
I remember you saying music was big with Agatha All Along.
Yeah, and it's big in this show too because of all the theme songs and stuff. Yeah, those lyrics and the jingle to go along with it is their handiwork. Props to them.
Hats off.
Yeah. I do not, and like we're going to talk about it even more in Agatha, I do not envy that challenge of like creating, first of all, they had to create roughly, I don't know, at least like 6 or 7 original theme songs for this show.
Yeah.
Throughout the eras. And I think all of them have lyrics. And all of the lyrics like kind of hint at, what's happening.
On. Yeah.
So, that's not easy.
I feel like it's probably, if music is your passion, I feel like that's
I'm sure
like
it's
the
fun as hell.
dream thing.
I'm sure it's fun as hell. And to have like a creative partner.
Yeah.
Like that to be able to bounce ideas off. I'm sure it's a blast, but also kind of hard probably.
Oh yeah, incredibly. But the fun is in the challenge.
Sure. Yeah. So cool stuff. Okay, so we open and Wanda is definitely pregnant. It's definitely the 70s.
Yes.
And their house has been updated to
the
color.
70s aesthetic.
And the vibes.
Yeah, the vibes. The vibes have been updated to the 70s.
Wanda has this like really long straight hair.
Yeah, I'm so envious of it.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
Oh my God, I want hair like that so badly.
Yeah, she kills it.
I love the 70s hair look where it's just straight and long. I love it and I want it. Anyway, yeah, she's very pregnant. She's sitting on the couch with a doctor.
Yeah, the doctor has come
stethoscope
over
up to her belly,
like checking her out. And there's some jokes of like, oh, it happened quite suddenly, didn't it? Like practically overnight.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. There's a thing about fruit.
Yeah, like the casual misogyny.
Yes, some casual misogyny of like the little ladies. We can teach them how to
baby size
keep
by
track.
fruit, so women can keep track of it.
Yeah, it makes it simple for them. And Wanda like pulls a face.
Yes, I do appreciate where it's like, hey, we're gonna be tongue in cheek. We're gonna acknowledge, misogyny was rampant in this era of television, but we're at least gonna let our lady protagonist make a stink mildly about it. Yeah,
so basically we just established that there's some jokes, and then Vision escorts the doctor outside and it's like, and the doctor is like, I'm taking the wife on vacation.
Yeah.
Just in time.
The doctor determines too that she's only 4 months along.
Yes,
based on her current size.
At this point.
Yeah. So he's leaving for vacation.
Yes. Bermuda. Sure. My brain went Bermuda Triangle.
Oh yeah, that would be more natural, wouldn't it?
Mysterious place of mysterious disappearance. I don't know. Maybe there's that.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I kind of like, I think with this show and with Agatha, if anything you think is a throwaway, it's probably not. Yeah. So
that's completely fair. No line is wasted.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he escorts the doctor out, turns around, and now suddenly Wanda's pregnant-er.
Yeah, she's extremely pregnant.
Yes. She's knocking stuff off of tables with her belly.
Yeah. Oh, and she feels the baby kick. And then Vision's like, oh, that makes you at 6 months.
Yeah, he's like trying to calculate when she's going to be due.
Yeah. And then this is all where they start arguing about the name.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're
Billy or Tommy.
They're like putting together the nursery, and she's painting like a stork with flowers and putting the crib together. Her magic's just going crazy. Because I think when the baby kicks is when I forget what it's called, the little thing, the little mobile that sits above the baby crib.
Oh yeah,
it's like
turns
a little
butterflies.
Flower thing, and then when the baby kicks, it turns into real life butterflies.
So like there's cute magic when cute things happen,
Yes.
and there's like destructive magic when crazy things happen or painful things happen.
About to see.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're debating the baby name.
Yeah.
And what are they going between? Tommy and Bill?
Billy and Tommy.
After Billy Shakespeare. And then he says, all the world's a stage.
And all the men
we're
and women
poor
merely
players upon it. And it's like, oh, Lord, it's so tongue in cheek.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's like, that is unsubtle to us. But was it,
I don't
did
know.
everyone pick up on that? I don't know.
I mean, it's, again, with so many of these lines, they fit naturally with the rest of the dialogue of the show. So.
And like the way they're delivered is just very.
Oh shoot!
We're in a
Sorry, no,
sitcom.
I'm having a moment where I got so distracted. But there was something in the previously on that was said too. Oh, it was Geraldine on the previously on where she was like, "I don't know what I'm doing
I don't know
here.
how I got here."
And I was like, "Oh,
yeah, that's you did clock that at the beginning of the episode. That's true. That's true.
And then I started getting suspicious from there of like, oh, no.
And then you were like, oh no, why didn't I hear that before? And I was like, yeah, it's because there's a lot. It's because there's a lot to keep up with.
Yeah, all the dialogue counts for something.
Yeah. They are, so Wanda's magic is starting to go crazy because of all the baby stuff that's happening. And then she has Braxton Hicks contractions.
Yep, which false labor.
And like she cuts power to the whole block.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So we see like little cross cuts with the neighbors.
Yeah, and like some also fun, I hate my wife gags.
Yeah.
Like, the one wife coming in her room and being like, honey, do these earrings make me look fat? Which is, what? And then the power cuts and he goes, oh, thank God.
Yep. Classic.
Which I thought it was interesting. Quick sidebar. That was a smash cut.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, what?
Why?
Because smash cuts were really popularized by Family Guy, actually, as far as like recent contemporary comedy goes. And
never?
Smash cuts probably existed before,
right?
But it just, to me, felt out of place. I don't know how true that is because I haven't actually watched a lot of 70s television. I watched a lot of MASH and they never use smash cuts. But to me, a smash cut is a contemporary form of comedy. So I don't know. I thought it was fun. I thought it was funny, but it was still something that made me go, huh?
Yeah, might have just been for the added humor.
Yeah, probably.
But I don't know either if that was like a 70s thing at all.
Not sure. It was fun though. If you know, listener.
Yes. Comment on this here video you're watching right now or on Spotify because Spotify has comments now.
You're never going to stop saying that.
No. Okay, so basically then Wanda starts going to real labor. Like basically we just dramatically sped up this whole process.
Yeah, and everything is accelerating.
Everything is accelerating. Because we have to do this in one episode, both for like in the show context and also from the actual production context.
But yeah, so things are going crazy because of her magic. So like the washing machine, like the laundry washing machine is overflowing with detergent. I forget it. Like
there's something spinning on the wall.
Rocking all around. A picture is spinning on the wall.
Yeah.
And then when her water breaks, it starts raining inside.
Yeah. Or like sprinkler system. I don't know.
No.
Or just rain.
It just seemed like it was just straight up raining.
Yeah.
So yeah, they hide under the table at one point to avoid the rain, and then eventually when she calms down.
Yeah, the contraction passes.
There's also a really cute moment, I think it's right after this. So she uses her magic to dry everything in the house. Everything seems calm for a moment.
Yeah.
And then she starts having contractions again.
Yeah.
And it's real. It's real labor. The baby's really coming.
Yeah.
And Vision starts freaking out.
Yeah.
And he starts like floating upwards because he's having a panic attack.
I like that a lot.
And she's using Lama's breathing technique to calm him down and bring him down from the ceiling.
But like he's doing it back at her.
Yep.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cute.
It's actually kind of a little cute moment of the healthy relationship.
Yeah.
And then she asks him, "Are you okay?" And he goes, "I think it passed."
Yeah. Yeah, and then basically he pieces out to get the doctor.
Yeah, because it's time to get the doctor, and she's like, "Why'd he pick now to go on vacation?"
Yeah,
because you weren't due. Or he's like, "What do you say? The baby was 9 months early." Wanda.
Yeah, something like that.
So he lightning runs.
Yeah,
out.
Yeah, he
to go and get the doctor.
Yeah, and then someone else shows up at the door.
Geraldine. It's Foxy now.
Yeah.
She's looking for her bucket because her house flooded and she has to scoop it out.
Yep. She's got the same water problems that we've just had.
Apparently the whole neighborhood now has the water problems.
Yeah.
We missed a bit
What did we miss?
We missed a bit. At one point when Vision goes out onto the front lawn, when he's saying goodbye to the doctor originally.
Oh, that happened then?
Is cutting the hedges. Yeah, that happened
that's
then.
right. But that's only him at that point.
Yes, but it was still a weird moment where the neighbor's cutting the hedges.
You're right. And he cuts into the wall.
He just starts, he's cutting down, and he's cutting down, and he hits the wall, and he just keeps cutting down.
Yep.
And then Vision's like, I think you went a little too far there.
Bud,
I don't know what the guy's name is. And he just goes, oh, thanks, Vision. And he just keeps cutting into the wall and like doesn't break eye contact with Vision.
It's very creepy.
And yeah, Vision's having this moment of things aren't right.
What?
But we're missing stuff because he goes inside to talk to Wanda at that point too. And he makes a comment to Wanda and Wanda's like, oh, everyone's like, we're always almost getting caught. And he makes the like, yeah, something's not right. I don't think things are normal here. And then it blips back and it's him being like, we're just nervous. We're going to be new parents. Everything's unexpected.
Yeah. It's like very suddenly edited.
Yeah. It's a weird little jump cut. And it's, for a second, because I think there's a few frames of black in there too.
Yeah,
so
there's a blip.
I have to admire the editing techniques here.
I was gonna say, tell me what you think about this editing.
Yeah. I was drooling over it.
Because like there's I feel like there's many other ways they could have done this to communicate this. There could have been static.
They have before, like reversing things.
Sure.
And, and doing other stuff like that.
And this was just like such a hard.
It was a jump cut.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's those few frames of black. I think there was even probably a little tiny sound effect or like a little noise artifact.
You think?
Of it getting suddenly cut, if I remember correctly.
Okay. I thought part of the suddenness of it was that there was no sound to like accompany what was happening, but I could be wrong.
Again, I think it was just like a little artifact.
Something very subtle.
Just because for a split second, and I'm pretty sure most people watching this for the first time thought it too, something happened with the buffering.
Yeah. Something happened with
the show stopped buffering for a second. But then things just keep going as normal and the conversation just keeps going and but it's a different conversation that time. So I was like, I was drooling over the editing at that point. It was like so well done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Anyway.
So
Wanda's having the baby. Geraldine Foxy is over.
Right.
Looking
Wanda's
for a
doing
bucket.
all these comically outrageous things to try to hide her belly.
Yeah.
So she's wearing a coat, like a big coat.
A reasonable way to try and cover up a pregnant belly.
Sure, like that's an actual TV technique that they will use to like cover actresses.
Yes.
So that one actually works in real life, except maybe not quite when you're that
I don't
pregnant.
think at 9 months.
Yeah.
I think she got away with it for 8.
Yeah, maybe. But she attempts that, but then she keeps changing her coat.
Yeah, because every time she gets a contraction, her magic geeks out.
Flares, yeah.
And then, so it becomes like a raincoat and then a fox fur coat or something, which she very much likes.
Yeah, she was into that one.
But yeah, then Geraldine is like coming back into the kitchen to help her.
And she's just jabbering away about whatever.
So Wanda chucks the coat out the window because that's not going to work.
Grabs a bowl of fruit.
And then puts the bowl of fruit in front of her belly because that'll work.
Yep.
And
Geraldine's like, fruit!
Thanks, Wanda. I'll have an apple.
Yeah.
It just rolls with it.
Yeah, and then that's when the stork appears, right?
Yeah, so she's trying to tell Wanda about her temp job, and she sees the look on Wanda's face, which is, I'm in labor. And she goes, oh, you don't want to hear me talking about this. So she's about to turn around and leave, and then the stork comes wandering out of the baby room.
Yeah.
Because the stork that was painted on the wall earlier is
As
now
manifested
a real life bird.
Yes.
And so she goes, no, Geraldine, tell me all about it.
Tell me about the temp job.
Look over here
Look
at
in
me
my eyes.
and not behind you at the bird.
Yeah.
This was well done too. I don't have a fucking clue what Geraldine's story was. Because
what do you mean?
That scene plays out with Wanda trying to get rid of the bird and the bird slowly edging closer and closer to being within the vision of Geraldine.
Yeah.
And so the whole time I'm watching the scene, I am just focused on the bird.
Yeah.
And how Wanda's trying to cope with it. And she's like trying to snap it out of existence and it's just blowing the smoke away.
Yeah.
And then
we need to talk about that, I feel like.
Yes. But yeah, there's a moment where the bird almost comes into view. I think Wanda throws a piece of fruit at it. And then we hear the punchline to Geraldine's story. And I'm like, what?
What?
Huh?
Huh?
What? There was dialogue that whole time?
Yeah.
And now I'm kind of curious to know. Because just from the standpoint of I want to know if it's relevant to the actual storytelling.
Good question. Let me find you the dialogue.
Yes.
Okay, so she says, okay, tell me about the temp job. Okay, so yesterday my boss, Mr. Haddix, was going crazy working on the slogan for a new breakfast cereal. The one with the little marshmallow moon men. Marshmallow moon men. I mean, so from the next episode, we know that she's involved in SWORD, and she is an astronaut, basically.
Okay.
So, moon men.
Yes. Okay.
Mr. Haddix. What's the agent in charge guy's name? Hayward.
Okay.
It's vaguely similar.
Following. I'm depending on you because you have so much more lore knowledge.
Okay. So it's 10 minutes before the big presentation, and Mr. Haddix has got nothing. Nothing that is, except the worst case of hiccups I ever did see. He couldn't get out one word, let alone a whole pitch. So I'm trying every trick in the book to help this poor man, hiding behind filing cabinets and jumping out when he least expects it, like boom.
This is a little tongue-in-cheek.
A little bit, and then there's stuff happening with the stork.
It
was a chattering sound, like
and Wanda brushes it off as the ice
maker. Oh yeah. Okay. So at this point now, I'm helping Mr. Haddix do a handstand under the water cooler, because why not try a little upside down, drink those hiccups away, and wouldn't you know it, in that moment, in walks the client. Oh no. Oh yes. But you know me, Wanda, I keeps my cool no matter what's going down. I look at the client and I look at Mr. Haddix's feet floating in the air next to me, and I look back at the client and say, gravity O's, launch into your day the right way, gravity O's. Yeah, so I think this is, in retrospect, subtle commentary on her profession as an astronaut.
I also think it's a little bit of commentary on like her trying to scare the hiccups out of him. Because at this point, it seems like they think, okay, no, follow me here. Follow me here.
I got you.
Because when they come on the radio, they say, who's doing this to you, Wanda?
Yeah.
Because at this point, everybody thinks it's not Wanda who's doing this. They think it's being subjected onto Wanda.
Right.
Which would include Geraldine. Because I don't know why it wouldn't. Obviously, she's not in touch with the outside.
Okay.
But she is surprised later on that is not the case.
Right.
So she thinks someone's doing this to Wanda as well. But obviously, she has to be careful in her approach to all of this, because she doesn't necessarily know what's going on. So she's trying to let Wanda know what's happening without being too obvious. So I think it is a subtle way.
Story?
I think it's a subtle way of being like, people are trying to contact you. People are trying to scare you out of this or something. It's subtle. It's very subtle. It's very loosely connected. But I think there's something there.
Okay.
Anyway, so...
Oh, and then she got a promotion. Yeah.
Yes.
Which, kind of from the next episode, we know that she didn't. It's actually kind of the opposite of what happened to her. Mm-hmm. Like, she was blipped. She came back. Her mom's dead.
This is her chance.
And now she's grounded.
This is her chance to earn her way back to the moon.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah. And she says, now that I've gone all corporate, I need some office supplies. Do you keep those in your spare room? Okay, and that's when the jig is up. Wanda drops the fruit bowl because she has a contraction.
Yep. Geraldine walks into the spare room, which is now a nursery.
Yeah.
The stork, somehow, is deciding to pose and blend in perfectly with the wall.
That was good.
Wanda's now holding a vase of flowers in front of her belly.
Yeah.
To try and hide it. Geraldine says, Wanda, you're pregnant. And that's when Wanda drops the vase and just starts
she drops the vase first. He's like, you're pregnant?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But either way.
And she starts going into full on baby's coming labor.
Yeah. Vision is with the doctor, and the doctor's car has decided to...
Wouldn't you know it, of all days, on our vacation
before they go to
day,
Bermuda,
the car decides to quit.
Yeah. Cool, whatever. Vision snags a doc. Yeah, and then we go back to Wanda and Geraldine, and Geraldine's now helping her, but also like she's starting to see all the magic stuff go crazy in the house. Light falls from, like a light fixture falls from the dining room.
Yep. The portrait, the pictures spinning on the wall.
And she's like clocking everything now. She's like seeing all of this. So yeah, and Wanda's like fully in labor, and Geraldine's trying to help her.
I think Wanda has that moment of, I can't do this.
Yeah, it does really feel like a real moment between them.
Yeah.
Of like, she's genuinely freaking out, and Geraldine's like, no, you're doing great. Like, keep looking at me. It's time to push.
I made the comment to you at this point. I'm like, it's like Amy and Doctor Who.
Yeah, sort of.
Vaguely.
Sort of.
Where,
I see how you're getting the vibes.
Yeah. So if you don't know, audience, spoiler, heavy spoiler for Doctor Who.
From roughly 10 to 12 years ago.
Heavy spoiler.
But it is.
There is a whole season, though, where Amy, who's one of the Doctor's companions, is traveling with him, and it turns out she's not the real Amy. She's a clone, because the real Amy is in a facility somewhere getting super pregnant, and she finally wakes up when she's giving birth.
Yeah, which is just about the most terrifying thing I can possibly imagine.
Oh my God.
Happening.
It would be fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
But yeah.
There's like sort of kind of an X-Files plot related to this as well. I'm not going to go into it much more than that, but
yes, so my mind did go there for a second of, what if Wanda isn't physically there? What if she's actually giving birth somewhere else? But I threw that out the window pretty quickly.
That's like back to it's all in her head or something.
But I did go there for a second.
But nope, this is happening, I guess. So yeah, she's like pushing. Magic is still going crazy. Like stuff is falling off the walls and electricity sparking and all this stuff. And then, like there's suddenly a 3-month-old baby here. Yes. And it's a boy. And yeah, Vision walks back in and
with the doctor.
There is like a really sweet moment where Wanda's like, oh, don't you want to meet your son as yourself? He has his like human disguise on.
His human skin. So he dis-skins himself.
No! Why would you say it like that?
Oh, I'm going to keep referring it to that.
No, I hate it.
This is officially...
I hate it.
Official terms now.
He turns back into his Vision self and is like, oh, come here, little Tommy.
Yeah.
And she's like, Tommy?
You picked the name I want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then Wanda starts screaming again.
Twist! Surprise!
Surprise!
Is another baby.
There's another one. It's twins.
I also noticed at this point, too, they seem to give a lot less shits about maintaining their secret.
Well, Geraldine and the doctor are in the other room.
It's literally, they're just like, let's stop fucking trying. Like, there's magic everywhere at this point. Vision's like, I'm de-skinning myself with guest over. I'm super running with a doctor on my back. So yeah, like the whole illusion, the whole attempt to maintain the illusion is starting to go out the window.
I suppose. Yeah. Okay, yeah.
But yes, baby number 2.
Baby number 2 comes.
Billy's coming.
I think we just cut and then he's there. And the doctor's like, congratulations, you have 2 children. 2 babies. 20 fingers and 20 toes.
Twins. And then you had to point out to me, like, remember she's a twin. And I was like, oh, that's right. She had a brother.
Yeah. And she is going to say it later, but.
I do remember him getting...
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You did actually see that one.
Uh-huh.
You actually
saw that. That's one of the few
that
I saw, because that was like the original
movie.
Avengers movie, right?
No, that was the second one.
Okay, well, it was one of them. I don't know. I just remember him dying and her freaking out.
It's that's their first introduction to the MCU. And tragically, Pietro does not make it out of that movie.
Is he like a super speed dude?
Yes.
Is that his thing?
Yes, his thing is super speed, yeah. Cool. Okay, so yeah, basically, this is when Vision walks the doctor outside. It's like,
again, for a second time. Geraldine stays in the house with Wanda.
Yes.
And they're looking at the 2 beautiful baby boys.
Oh, but this is where...
And meanwhile, on the lawn...
Well, yeah, this is where the doctor says... Vision's like, I hope you can still make your trip. And the doctor's like, oh, yeah, my trip, I don't think we'll get away after all. Small towns, so hard to escape.
And that's when
that's when Katie was like, oh, no.
They're real people. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the moment.
Yeah. That was fun to watch you in real time, being like, oh, crap. Because, we all had the same reaction when we were first watching this show of like, shit.
Yep.
They're trapped. Okay, great. But then the doctor leaves and Vision sees
Agatha. Oh,
Herb.
What's her name?
Herb and Agnes chatting over by the hedge.
Yep. We get a classic Agnes saying, "Oh, my husband, Ralph."
Yeah.
Joke.
Yeah. Oh, like he's like, "Did your power go out too?" And she's like, "Yeah, well, Ralph looks better in the dark, so I didn't mind."
Yeah, it's like you got to get one in every episode.
Minimum.
Yes.
Minimum.
But yeah, they're being very shady.
They're like whisper, whisper, whisper. With each other.
Yep.
And Vision's like, "Hi, what's up?" But yeah, they just kind of, howdy neighbor.
It's tense. It's a tense moment.
Yeah, and it's funny, like, because you can't actually hear them really saying anything, but the subtitles, you see Agnes says, like, "Did you see her go inside?" Her was like, "She went right in." Agnes is like, "And her tummy was, did Geraldine?" And then that's when Vision's like, "Hey, how, like, weather's nice, right?"
Those. Yeah.
And then, "Did you lose power?" Blah, blah. Yeah, oh, sure, but Ralph looks better in the dark, so I'm not complaining. "Hi, Herb. Hey, buddy." There's like very forced.
They clearly like don't want to engage with him.
Yeah. The vibes are off. The vibes are not the usual happy and idyllic status quo. So yeah, and then Agnes is the one who says, or he's like, "Well, I'll get back to Wanda," and Agnes is the one who's like, "Vision, is Geraldine still inside with Wanda?" And he's like, "Yes." And then we cut back to them. Yes. But maybe just worth pointing out that it's Agnes who draws Vision's attention back to them.
It is, isn't it?
Situation. Just throwing that one
I
out
still
there.
don't know what her angle is. I know she has an angle. I feel like anybody else watching this for the first time who isn't aware of Agatha all along doesn't know.
Yeah. Well, like, I feel like this episode is where we all started getting well and truly suspicious. Everyone, I feel like the memes and the analysis were floating around on Tumblr and Reddit and the interwebs at large of like,
yeah,
she's starting to feel shady. It's like, I feel like you could brush it off before this as like Catherine Hahn being Catherine Hahn,
sure,
like hamming it up. It's like full comedy beats, right?
Yeah, because in this moment she's not really trying to play comedy. She's actually being serious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she has like a couple, like she has the Ralph comment. She has another thing later.
Yeah.
She's like a big old cheesy wink. And you were
meme.
like, "That's the meme."
That's the meme.
Yeah. So she has like bookended comedic moments.
Yeah.
But in the middle,
she's very serious.
There's some stuff.
Tense and suspicious.
And like the fact that Vision was like gonna go back inside.
Until he saw them being suspicious.
Well, no, but like he saw them being suspicious and then he was just like, kind of like, "Okay, well, I'm gonna go back to my wife, I guess." And then he turns around to go, and then that's when she says,
"Oh,
did you see Geraldine go inside?"
I didn't clock that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
So, and then we go back into the house with Geraldine and Wanda, and Geraldine's like, "You're such a strong lady." And then that's when they start talking, and that's when Wanda's like, "I'm a twin." Her facade starts breaking down a little bit.
Yeah, and she's like, "I'm a twin. His name was Pietro."
Yeah, I had a brother. His name was Pietro.
And then she starts singing a song in...
Yeah, she starts singing...
What's her language?
Sokovian. She's from Sokovia. So, yeah, she starts singing this lullaby in Sokovian, which is really sad.
It is. It was I don't know, because of the tone of the show, because it's a sitcom.
Yeah.
Right? And then you're getting whiplash because you're going from, "Oh, their cover's blown, but who cares because it's a baby. Oh my God, the baby's here. We're so happy." Right. People are being suspicious. "Oh, it's a sweet moment inside. Oh, it's so tragic."
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And it's all of a sudden, you have to sit in that moment of her singing the song and this lullaby.
And they do sit in the moment.
Yeah. And you feel the pain and the grief.
Yes.
Of what she lost.
Yes.
And that's what hit me about that moment.
Well said. Well said. It originally, the camera focuses on her singing the song, but then it switches focus to Geraldine and her possibly slow realization. And then she says, "He was killed by Ultron, wasn't he?"
Yeah,
referring
the fuck
to Pietro.
That guy is, I don't remember. I genuinely do not remember who
Ultron
is.
was like the bad guy in Age of Ultron, the Avengers movie that you watched.
Okay.
He's like basically a sentient. He's like the evil version of Vision.
Oh, okay.
Basically, so like quick synopsis of Avengers Age of Ultron. Post the original Avengers, when they fought the big battle in New York, now the Avengers are like on a team together. They're going around busting up Hydra locations and stuff.
Okay.
Just go with it.
I mean, that's usually how I roll. Okay.
Yeah. Basically, they start thinking, Tony starts thinking, what if I could create an army of basically robot protection to...
This sounds vaguely familiar.
The phrase they use is a suit of armor around the world, something like that.
Okay, yeah.
And he's like, I could do that. I could make that. And so basically him and Bruce Banner make this sentient robot. The other Avengers are against it, mainly Steve. And Ultron is created. He gets like infected with a virus or something. He's evil. And then the whole rest of the movie...
Jarvis becomes Vision.
Yeah. So then the whole rest of the movie is them trying to contain Ultron, Ultron's going to destroy humanity because humanity's a scourge on the Earth, which is kind of true. So then basically they end up creating Vision. Like, they kind of accidentally end up creating Vision to combat Ultron. And then, Wanda and Pietro get involved. Wanda and Pietro are originally on the bad guy side.
They were like the bad guys,
yeah,
right?
They're originally on Ultron's side because they were also anti-Avengers.
Did she switch sides after her brother got killed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, they're like... Yeah, she basically switched sides.
Because their village got like destroyed.
The entire country of Sokovia.
The Avengers or something, and she blamed them. Was that it?
Oh, yeah. So when they were kids, Sokovia was in like a civil war, I think, and Stark weapons were used in the war, and a Stark created bomb.
This is very familiar.
Blew up their apartment building, killed their parents. Her and Pietro were stuck there for a number of days, and then they escaped. But then there was a unexploded like Stark missile next to them, and like they fixated on that
because it could go off at any moment.
Yes.
Cool. Okay. Anyway, okay, cool.
So now we know that. He was killed by Ultron, wasn't he? And then that's when Wanda's like, "Excuse me, what?"
But that's broke the fourth wall.
Yeah, that's when her. Well, not really, but...
Well, she broke the fourth wall of Wanda's walls.
Yes, of Wanda's construction of reality. Yes, Good point. Yeah, so Wanda's like, what did you say? And, like, this is when her accent starts breaking down as well.
She has, like, the very stereotypical... Okay, I need to back up. So, film history a little bit, right? The accent that actors have in older films... is not a natural accent.
Correct.
If you see bloopers, they talk like us.
Yeah.
Right? And that transatlantic accent is one that's put on for effect in order to be more articulate.
Yeah.
And that is definitely the type of accent that Wanda goes for. Because that's how television was shot a lot of the times.
Yeah.
So this whole time, she's been talking and like, kind of like, oh, well, honey, everything's going to be fine.
Yeah.
Kind of a really articulate accent.
She had to leave, dear.
Yeah. And like... the little bit of a falsetto it's put on. It's very obviously put on.
A little melodic.
Melodic. Excellent word.
Thank you.
And in this moment, nope.
That drops.
Yep. Yeah. Her pitch drops.
Her pitch drops too, yeah. And
everything
her accent
changes.
Her accent comes back. Her normal accent, I should say. But then we cut back to outside with Vision and Herb and Agnes. And they're talking about Geraldine still. And Herb says she's new to town. Brand new. There's no family. There's no husband.
Yeah,
and he's like, well,
Vision's
there's
like,
nothing wrong with that.
Okay.
And that's when Agnes says, no home. And Vision's like, what? What did you say? What? And then we go back to Wanda and Geraldine. And Geraldine's just like, oh, I said you're a strong lady.
Do you want me to say it again?
You want me to say it one more time?
No, I
and
don't.
She's like, no. What'd you say about Pietro?
I want to point out the camera here too, because I didn't think about it until now. Because when that moment happened, it was being shot in like medium close-ups. So as things are getting tense, the camera's closing in on both of them.
Yeah.
And then when it cuts back to the house, it's back in a wide shot again. And it's Geraldine trying to pretend she didn't say what she had just said.
Yeah, but like I feel like they're doing the same camera effect in both locations. Are they not?
I'm not so sure about what's happening outside in the camera techniques.
Well,
But I did notice it because it's very jarring to go back into the house because I was expecting it to still be in the medium close-ups, to have these tight shots, to have the intensity of what they were building up.
Yeah.
And instead you have this wide shot that breaks the intensity, or you would think it would.
Yeah.
But the tone has not shifted in the way that Wanda is behaving.
Yeah. I think they're kind of doing both. Like they're doing the medium to close outside with Vision and them, and they're doing the same thing, but it's going back and forth. So It's not quite on the exact same pacing, but it is, I think, very effectively building
this
that.
This is why I love film, though, so much. It's so cool how much you can communicate with shots.
Yeah.
And
it's building that claustrophobic feeling.
Yes.
Is that what you're getting at? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And the fact that they cut to a wide shot is just it.
Yeah. But then it does the same thing again. So it's just constantly making you feel like it's closing in.
Exactly. And that's what's so beautiful about film, and I love it. Oh my God.
Good shit.
It's why it's so hard to make good film.
Yeah. Yeah. Can you speak to a little bit about how that's planned? Is that just the director?
No, it's a combination of the storyboarding, what the director sees during the day, and how he visions it, but then also the editing.
Sure.
It's a combination of all three. And usually when you get, especially with the different types of close-ups, you shoot a range of close-ups, and then you typically let the editor decide. And then there's back and forth of watching the dailies and all that.
Right.
But when I did my short film, we had to do a whole section where we storyboarded it.
Yeah.
And we had to plan all of our shots. And we had to plan, is this going to be a wide shot, medium, close up? We had to sit down with our professor then and argue all of our different shots and why we thought that would fit with the story.
Sure.
So there is a lot of thought that goes into it. But then, also on the day of, you also have to just be flexible and work with what you got.
Yeah.
And so for me, being a student,
yeah.
Some of the wide shots didn't work because we were filming in tiny ass apartments. So we had to make whatever work.
Yeah.
But then also you get into editing and you see everything again from a new perspective.
Right.
So it's a combination of things that to me reads like something that was very well planned.
Very, very much so.
And very intentional.
Well, and I think, certainly with a show like this, they're on a soundstage, they have all the variables under control, basically.
Yeah.
I would imagine there's not as much random stuff you have to contend with on shooting
but
day.
you still do have to contend with, and this is fun too, just actors and schedules, and things never stay on schedule. Sometimes when you have the shot reverse shots, the other actor doesn't always have to be there.
Yeah.
So that's always fun too.
Yeah. So interesting.
Yeah. So there's a lot of layers that go into it, but I mean, I'm assuming this was thoroughly storyboarded before they shot.
Yeah.
And we're probably pretty true to the storyboard.
Yeah, 100%. Okay, yeah, so Wanda is what'd you say about Pietro? And this is interesting because at this point, I think, quote unquote, Geraldine is still, I think, in the spell, or in, she said that, but I think it was a split second moment of her realizing something, and then she her brain tried to reset back to the TV show.
Oh, but it's not her that broke the spell, it was Wanda. Because Wanda brought up Pietro and her trauma and her grief.
That's a very good point.
And that was enough for her to have an in and a moment to be like Ultron.
Right. But then
reality, real life.
I guess my point is, I think that at this point, I don't think Geraldine is lying.
Yeah.
She's trying to be I'll rock the babies now and blah, blah, blah. She's trying to get back into the story. Wanda's very much
because if you think about from her motive too, if the fourth wall of Wanda's world has been broken, and you are trying to communicate with her about what's happening, and that's now broken, why not keep going?
Right.
What would be the motivation of trying to be everything's still hunky-dory?
Everything's fine. No, I think that's part of the magic.
Yeah.
But Wanda at this point has sensed a threat, which is possibly another thing I want to talk about more later of maybe Wanda's magic and Wanda's intent are not always quite as aligned as she would like.
Yeah.
With the stork.
I mean,
then
she literally doesn't always have control.
Right.
There are intense moments where she loses it.
Yeah.
Like going into labor.
Okay, so at this point we are like now more rapidly cross-cutting with the stuff that's happening inside and then going back outside.
Speeding up, the intensity is speeding up.
The tension speeding up. Outside, Vision's like, what do you mean she has no home? And Herb is like, she came here because like he can't get it out. And I think the transcript that I'm reading, they don't have every characters listed out for each line, which is irritating, but I believe this is Agnes who says she came here because we're all ...
I think that was Agnes.
And then Vision's like, she came here because we're all what are you trying to tell me? And then back to Wanda notices the symbol on Geraldine's necklace.
Yeah, for a second I thought it was an upside down cross. And I was like, oh, she's a Satanist.
Not quite. No, it's a little too futuristic looking for that, I would say.
And then I was like, oh, it's a sword. Like, she's a knight of the round table.
Yeah. Who are you? Babies are crying. Like, back outside. She came here because we're all...
The sound design there, too, of having the baby start crying.
Yeah. Yeah.
Chef kiss.
She came here because we're all... And then, Wanda's like, who are you? And then I think then everything kind of starts to snap into place. So we do go back out with Vision, but then this is where Agnes is like, well, I better get going. That macrame is not going to hitch itself. Big cheesy wink.
And that's when I was like,
yeah. So she, quote unquote, snaps back to the story, I guess. Mm-hmm. And so Herb just is like, bye.
It's almost like Wanda had her defenses down enough because she was so hyper-focused on Geraldine that the others were finally able to kind of break out a little bit.
Sure, maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Anyway, so what happens next?
Vision goes back inside and Geraldine's gone. And Vision's like, where's Geraldine? And Wanda's like, oh, she left, honey. She had to rush home. And the babies are happy again. And that's basically it.
Yeah, that's pretty much just the episode. It ends there.
Yeah, so Geraldine has literally mysteriously disappeared. We have no idea.
On a couch. I think Vision is starting to get uncomfortable. Like, he's not confronting Wanda entirely, but he is making comments where, like, it's clear he's aware that things aren't quite right.
Yes, like through like this whole time he's been going in and out.
In this moment especially, he seems very uncomfortable.
Yeah, but then Wanda like passes him a baby and is like, what are we gonna watch on TV tonight?
Yeah.
And they just kind of sit on the couch, and then I think he snaps back in, like at that point, and they sit on the couch and he turns on the TV, which is kind of the end of every episode we've had so far.
Yeah.
It's like them on the couch, remote TV, bizzed, and then credits roll.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's basically the end of that episode.
Except not, because we get the outside shot of a town in the dark with like spotlights all around it.
Yeah.
And then the faint sound of a woman screaming, and then a body shooting out.
Good call.
Rolling around the grass. And it's Geraldine.
It's Geraldine outside of whatever this thing is.
And then all these trucks start pulling up and all these spotlights are on her.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, I get it now.
Yeah.
And then episode 4 had to go and ruin it and actually tell us what's happening. And I was like, but I knew some of that.
Yeah. Episode 4.
Yeah. We interrupt this program, an aptly named episode.
Certainly.
Yeah.
Certainly.
Did it kick off with me being very confused?
It did. It did kick off with you being very confused. So,
what were the opening lines? Because you said you would explain these to me, because
yes,
I had no clue what they were talking about.
So we open with Geraldine, who we learn is actually Monica Rambeau. Her snapping back into existence.
Not that I knew what the hell was going on.
Not that you knew what was going on.
I just see little particles coming together and making
shocked
a face.
You haven't seen Endgame. But anyway, yeah, she comes back into existence. She is in a hospital. And I also remember when this came out, so this came out in 2021, right? Endgame only came out in summer 2019. This came out at the top of 2021. There was, and then, COVID is in there. There was maybe, I don't even know if anything came out in 2020. I think they delayed everything.
Because of COVID?
Yeah, I think they delayed everything that was supposed to come out in theaters.
That sounds accurate, yeah.
So this is one of the first images we had of like, how did everyone coming back, like how did that work, you know?
Really?
Yeah. So like we knew from Endgame, okay, like everyone got blipped back into existence.
But what's the repercussion
But
of
like
that?
how does that actually look in real life? And this is kind of one of the first
that's
we get of
interesting.
that. It is interesting. So yeah, she comes back. She's in a hospital room. She goes outside. It's quickly devolving into chaos. You see like glimpses of other people blipping back into existence. She's trying to figure out where her mom is. Unfortunately, she learns that her mom has passed away.
Yep, 3 years ago.
3 years prior.
2 years after you disappeared.
But Monica thinks she's been asleep for 20 minutes and her mom is going to come out of a procedure that she was in. Psych, 5 years have passed. So that's also, we also didn't know that of like, did people, actually, I think we did know that actually, because we saw Peter come back in Endgame and
Spider-Man?
he was like, and he was like,
I'm sorry, Mr. Stark.
Yes. He like,
whatever he says when he dusts away.
Yeah. He had no memory of being gone. So I guess we did know that, but it's still really sad. So everyone who's been blipped was gone for 5 years.
Yep.
But no one knows when they came back that that's what happened. Yeah. So she learns her mom is dead. And then, we start to follow her journey and how she ended up in Westview. I almost said Storybrooke. Can you imagine? What a crossover that would be. Okay. So, also, so you don't know, Monica has been in the MCU before this.
Yeah, I had no idea.
Yeah. So the whole dialogue we saw as she was waking up.
Yeah, that you pointed out and you're like, did you hear that? And I'm like, no.
Yeah,
and then you played it again and I was like, okay,
but you read
what?
Captain Marvel on the screen, yes?
Did I see that?
Okay. So the short version is baby Monica was in the Captain Marvel movie.
Okay.
Because Monica's mom, Maria, is Carol Danvers, Captain Marvel's best friend.
Okay.
Captain Marvel takes place in the 90s.
She was like an Air Force pilot, right?
She was an Air Force pilot.
Right.
And we also learn in this episode that she apparently founded SWORD, and Monica has somewhat followed in her footsteps as an astronaut, basically, more or less.
Okay.
She maybe flies planes also, but
Air Force,
it's kind of unclear.
Airspace, Space Force.
Yeah. SWORD. SWORD is kind of the Marvel Space Force.
Okay.
But they have an actual reason for
dig
that. So yeah, that's who Monica is.
Got it.
So she is relevant to the MCU, but up until this point, we've only seen her as like a 9-year-old in Captain Marvel.
Oh.
Yeah. So she's like...
Oh, because you said it took place in the 90s.
Took place in the 90s.
Okay.
And now she's an adult, so... Anyway, that's who Monica is. And yeah, so she basically is like going back into her real life.
Yes.
And goes back to SWORD.
She's the first person to report.
Yeah, meets director Hayward, who we meet this episode. He's her boss, and...
He got her mom's job after her mom passed.
Right. And she seems to be fine with that, but she's not happy about being grounded, terrestrial missions only. She's like...
Weird.
I know. She's like all gung-ho about like getting back up into space, I guess.
Yeah.
And he's like, just kidding, your mom had these protocols in place for people who would come back from the blip that, I don't know, they would not be sent to space, I guess.
Yeah.
So that includes her. But he's going to send her on a mission to check out a weird missing persons case in New Jersey. And she's like, cool, fine, whatever. So she goes and takes a drone with her. And that's when we meet
Danny Chung. So this was funny because we get introduced to the scene where she's pulling up to Jersey outside of this town, right? They got a cop car and then like an FBI car, a dude in an FBI vest, 2 cops, and she pulls up alongside him. And I get excited because I go, oh my God, I know him. And she goes, yeah, that's right, because you've seen Ant-Man. And I'm like, nope.
I really thought you had.
You were
I thought
so
it was one of the
excited
ones,
for a second.
I thought that was one of the ones you saw.
No, as I mentioned to you, the only Ant-Man thing I know is I did attend the Ant-Man press conference in London back in 2015.
Was it the press conference or the premiere?
No, it was the press conference.
Press conference,
Tragically.
yeah.
It was Inside Out that I got to see the press premiere for.
Interesting.
Which was really cool.
Yeah,
it was not the premiere, but it was a press premiere.
Okay.
Disney, by the way, sidebar, Disney liquors up people so hard at the press screenings. It's great. Oh yeah, they're schmoozing. Even at the Ant-Man press screening, like they always have like fun stuff for like the press people to do.
Yeah, naturally.
So I got my picture taken and photoshopped on Ant-Man's shoulder.
Wait, do you have that
somewhere?
That might have to be the pod the pod icon for this episode.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's hilarious. You have to find that.
That is all I know about Ant-Man.
That is so
Paul Rudd
funny.
was very unenthusiastic during that whole press conference.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a good time.
Wild. When I was in London, I think it was also it was the Age of Ultron premiere, I think.
Really?
Yeah, and I went to, I forgot what, it was a mall, I think. Yeah, because there was a movie theater. I saw all the Avengers from a distance, from like 2 floors up.
Was such a crazy summer of movies.
Wasn't it?
Yeah, because it was like one thing after the other in Leicester Square, where it was just like constant.
Yeah. I was at that premiere. I totally forgot about that, but I was.
Tina and Julia went down and saw like Channing Tatum, because I don't know if that's when Magic Mike came out, maybe.
Oh my God. 2015?
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
This is just, it was constant. It was great. That was a great summer.
Yeah, that was wild.
Yeah.
I totally forgot I did that. Yeah, I was.
Dang, so you saw all the Avengers.
I was in the same room.
I am still so jealous that you saw Hugo Weaving on Millennial Bridge.
On a bridge in passing, and I didn't stop.
So jealous.
I mean, yeah, it's like, it's one of those things where like I saw him, but I didn't see him, you know, because I was just in such a hurry. But then in retrospect, I was like, holy shit, that was Hugo Weaving.
When
passed him right on the Millennium Bridge.
When Tina and I went back to London, we went for like Christmas season, and we saw them doing the tree lighting in Trafalgar. And as we were leaving, Tina grabs me and she goes, "Oh my God, she names the actor." And I'm like, "Who?" And she goes, "Draco Malfoy's dad."
Oh my God, what's his name? That's funny though. Draco Malfoy's dad. Yeah. That guy.
Yes. I was like, I'm like, how the hell can you recognize him without the blonde hair? So I gotta give her props for that.
He's in a lot of stuff. But anyway, back to your regularly scheduled show off pod. Okay. Where were we? Oh, Agent Wu. So,
yes, Danny Chung from Veep.
Okay, that's how you know him.
I said, I cannot take this man seriously because I just see him as Danny Chung from Veep.
And I can confirm he is not meant to be taken seriously in this either.
Great. I'm on board.
He is a nice guy, though. So
he is not in Veep.
This is... Wait, I want to make sure I got his name right. Yeah, Wu.
Wu. Yeah, his name is Wu. Because he's talking about little Wu babies he wants later.
Yeah. So he meets up with Monica, and they are investigating this disappearance, and they're talking to some cops, and the cops are like, they're outside the town of Westview, and the cops are like, Westview doesn't exist. And they're like literally looking at the Welcome to Westview sign right next to them. And they're like, the whole town doesn't exist? And the guys are like, yeah. They're like, okay, where are you from? They say Eastview. So that's weird. And then
I think Danny Chung Wu clarifies too, like with the missing person case, no one knew this person whatsoever, which is how it put him on to the fact that no one knew the town. It wasn't a missing person. It was a missing town.
It's a whole missing town.
Which, great premise.
Yeah.
By the way, like even if this isn't WandaVision and this was just like X-Files or something,
right,
the town's missing.
Yeah, like there's a missing person, but no one knows who they are. No one knows them. Yeah. And then the whole town, and it turns out it's the whole town. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Dope concept.
Pretty good. Okay, so then Monica is like, okay, cool, I'm gonna fly this drone into the town and see what happens. And this is our little helicopter. It's pretty immediately recognizable.
It's got the color scheme.
Kind of.
And
it
the
has
logo.
some of
It's got the sword logo. And
it's like vaguely helicopter shaped, but it's supposed to be a drone, whatever. So you pretty much recognize it right away for that. She flies it towards the town. She's looking at her like monitor screen. It fizzles out. They both look up and it's gone. It's
disappeared.
Where did it go?
Yeah.
They both start slowly walking towards Westview. And then we get to see the barrier.
Yeah.
Wasn't that the coolest shit?
It's so cool. It's so cool. It looks like, on the old tube television.
Looks like TV static.
When you used to put your face really close to it, and you could kind of see all the pixels.
Yeah.
It looks like that.
Yep.
But a little more translucent.
Monica, because apparently she's a dumbass, reaches out. Every time somebody does this in a movie or a TV show, I'm like,
totally do the same thing though in this scenario.
Yeah, I probably would.
I wouldn't even like tentatively reach in.
Yeah,
I would just careful. Like full force run into it.
Yeah,
yeah. That'd be hands down.
Really?
Yes.
No fear of death. No questioning if you'd be instantly vaporized by whatever that is.
Okay, now that you put the thought in my head.
Maybe I've watched too much TV. I don't know. But whatever. So she reaches out towards it and then gets sucked in. And then Wu is like,
now I got 2 missing
Agent
persons
Rambo
cases.
Yeah. So he calls in the cavalry.
Yep.
And all the feds show up, including Sword. Actually, he's the only FBI agent there, I think. Everyone else is Sword. And then
they assemble the team.
Including some scientists in the back of a van, which is when we see Darcy Lewis.
You're like, do you know this person? And I'm like, no.
Right. But you have seen Thor.
Nope. I haven't seen a single Thor.
Girl, I thought you'd seen the first one, and that's why you had a poor opinion of it.
No.
No, you just don't like it.
I've never seen Thor.
I thought we talked about this last time, that you were like, never mind. Okay.
No,
whatever.
I do have a poor opinion of Thor. I think in the later movies, from what I've seen, is it leans way too hard into just some of the weird comedy of Marvel.
Yeah, that's a whole side conversation we don't need to get into right now.
And it was enough that the bits that I saw really put me off.
Yeah. The first 2 movies aren't like that at all.
Yeah.
There's a very distinct tone difference because it's type.
I've never seen Thor.
Whatever. Not important necessarily. Whatever. Darcy is from the original Thor movie. She is Natalie Portman's assistant in that movie. She is now an astrophysicist.
I do know one fact about Thor.
What do you know?
Because I think it was the Natalie Portman scenes were filmed in Greenwich, at Greenwich University in London.
Okay. Yeah, cool.
Anyway,
that's
all I know about Thor.
Great. Awesome. Okay, so she's there and she's like asking all these scientists. I love Darcy. She's just like, she's a fun character.
Yeah.
But she's asking everybody what they're there for. The first guy's like, we're not supposed to talk about it. And she's like, cool, you're a Boy Scout. Got that. And then the other people are like nuclear biology, artificial intelligence, and she's astrophysics. So that tells her that, she says, we got the full clown car.
Yeah. It's like, great. Sword has no idea what's going on.
No idea what they're dealing with.
And the other guy finally chimes in with his thing, and she's like,
yeah,
nobody gives a shit.
I'm a chemical engineer. No one cares. So, good stuff. So she is on the case and she gets her stuff set up, and she quickly realizes that there is a bunch of CMBR radiation, cosmic microwave background radiation. Fun stuff.
Radiation.
See, this is the kind of thing. This is the kind of thing I can tell you when I have the transcript pulled up. Okay, so she notices there's a bunch of radiation, but there's also a broadcast signal mixed in there somewhere, and she's like, "I need an old TV, like a not flat one."
I'm like, girl, it's called a tube TV.
Good stuff. I love that for the audience though.
Yeah.
Like no one's gonna know what that is, but
true. No, especially with the younger audience, they'd be like, "A what?"
Yeah. Okay, and then in the meantime, they're sending this guy through the sewers to get into Westview underground.
Mm-hmm. He's got like a full radiation suit. Yeah, like a full hazmat suit on.
And they got him like linked up with
some kind of cord cable.
Yeah,
so they can communicate
in case they gotta
with him
like
as he's
Looney Tunes pull him back out through the. I don't know how that's gonna work.
I think it's for comms too.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's going in. Wu thinks that's a bad idea because he's like, we don't know that it doesn't extend subterraneously, whatever this thing is.
He ain't wrong.
The Hayward is like, well, we don't know that it doesn't.
Yeah.
Which I guess is true also, but err on the side of caution, my dude.
No, just throw bodies at the problem.
Yeah, we got red shirts. It's all good.
It's okay. Half the population just blip back in, so
yeah,
we can waste a few.
Oh, man. Yeah. Wow. Okay, so Darcy gets the TV show, WandaVision, on the screen.
Everyone
and she's
in the
watching.
room's panicking, trying to figure out what's going on, and then you just hear the sound of the TV show.
Yeah.
And all
which is cool.
The chatter starts to die down, and everyone's like, who the fuck is watching TV?
And Darcy's like, it's me. So she's watching the show, and then they're all like, is that who we think it is? Because they see Wanda, and they see Vision, and they recognize them.
Yep.
And Darcy's like, it looks like her, like, can't tell. And Hayward, I think, is like, is it real? Do we know if it's in real time? Like, asking all this question. And Darcy's like, I don't know, and I don't know. And he's like, well, what do you do know? And she's like, we got this high level of radiation. I also found a broadcast frequency entwined in there. So I had your goons pick me up a sweet vintage TV. And when I plugged this bad boy in, voila, sound and picture. So, yes, and then Wu has the line, so you're saying the universe created a sitcom starring 2 Avengers? And she's like, it's a working theory. Yeah.
Is this meta enough for you?
Right. And then Hayward's like, analyze, go. So then they start figuring out.
We get like a whole little montage.
A whole little montage of them figuring out.
Like who the town folks are cast as.
Who the cast is, everybody in the town.
You got Wu's little whiteboard that just says what we don't know.
Yeah, he's asking good questions.
Is Vision alive?
I really like that. Yeah, is Vision alive? What were the other questions on there? We paused and looked at some of them.
That's all I remember.
Yeah. He had good questions though.
Yeah.
Oh, why hexagon shape? Was one of his questions.
I was like, okay, is that important?
But I appreciate that's also a question I had, first of all. And also now I'm like, is that going to be relevant to the plot later? Maybe. But I just appreciate that he's like asking all the questions.
Yeah.
Like nothing is dumb. Like
that's true, and that seems to be
every question is a valid question. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, they're figuring out who everyone is in the town. Again, further confirmation that everyone is trapped in this sitcom situation.
You know who doesn't get identified? Agnes.
Sure doesn't. Sure does not. No, they don't even talk about her.
No.
They very conveniently don't mention her. So that's interesting, is like they just can't find her, or... Yeah, actually, that's a good point. Like, no one even says anything.
No one even brings her up.
Okay, moving on.
It's a very fast-moving montage, so
yes,
easily to overlook that.
Yes. Okay, and then that's when they're like, okay, we can try and use the radio to send her a message. So yeah, Darcy says, you've seen that radio on Wanda's kitchen counter. The next time she's washing dishes, which by my count happens about once an episode, barf, we'll shoot a signal to that little guy. The transmitter will mimic the frequency of the broadcast, and my theory is right, allow us to speak directly to her. Great. So they try that, and then that's when we get the connection of what we heard in the previous episode.
When the song Help Me Rhonda, except I'm pretty sure in the episode version it's playing Help Me Wanda.
Yep.
That's when he cuts in, and who's doing this to you, Wanda?
Yeah. So they try that. Basically, it doesn't work.
Nope, because she blips it out.
We know that already. Yeah, and she just kind of cuts. So from their perspective, like that, I don't remember what happened in the actual episode. Is that what happened?
She focuses on it, and she's aware that it happens, and then a glass shatters.
Yeah, but from their perspective, there was like a cut.
It's just a cut.
Yeah, which is interesting. Oh yeah, and Darcy's like, mission failure, but he's like, it was worth a try. Good effort, Doctor. I like Wu. He's nice.
He is.
He's definitely a contrast to Hayward, who's kind of a hard ass.
I have no opinion of this man yet.
Yeah.
He hasn't been in enough scenes.
Oh yeah, and then they're watching the show, and they're like talking about like 1950s, 1960s, now the 70s. Why does it keep switching time periods? And I can't believe Wanda and Vision are having a baby. And yeah, this is where he's like talking about
I want a bunch
having
of little
kids. And she's like, no, I'm talking about chips.
And they get really invested in this.
Yeah, and Darcy's like,
yeah,
what a twist.
you did pass up, though, the guy that was crawling through the sewer he crosses.
Oh yeah, he got glitched.
He crosses the line, and that's when he turns into the beekeeper thing. I did think it was a nice touch though, because part of the cable that he's attached to also comes through.
Yes.
And then they roll it back, and the part that did cross through the barrier is now a jump rope. Yeah. And I thought that was very fun.
Yeah. Did you have a jump rope like that with like the plastic pieces?
Yes.
I think I did
and
too.
And it used to pinch my fingers because when the plastic pieces, like if you grabbed it wrong, the plastic pieces would pinch your skin.
Yeah, that terrible design.
Yeah.
Terrible.
It's awful. Being a great sound though when you used
that's
it.
Why. That's why. Yeah. But yeah, it was one of those kind of jump ropes. Yeah, and that guy, it's very unclear what happened to that guy too. Like he really disappears.
They really just don't address it.
No, they really don't. They don't. And they do. We were talking about when we were watching the episode, when he comes out of the sewer grate, it is like we're seeing the literal opposite end of the perspective from the previous, time we saw this event. You just see
Wanda from like a pretty wide shot, just being like, no. And she looks so scary.
Yeah, she looks real scary.
Very intense.
And is that one of the times the aspect ratio changes or no?
I see. Yeah, I don't know. And they do start doing it though. There are I think that was one of the first times the aspect ratio changed.
Like he crawls out of the sewer grate.
Yeah.
And then it changes.
Actually, no, I'm going to take that back. I think the first time it changed was when they're watching Wanda have the baby. And then at some point it changed to the theatrical widescreen. Yeah. I don't know. It was happening quite a lot though in the later half of the episode.
Yeah.
I don't think
maybe it was at the end of the previous episode when Monica got yeeted through the boundary.
I don't think it's as important to it probably is relevant the exact moments, but more or less as it's bouncing between
just the fact that they're doing
the show and the people that are trying to figure out what's happening. It keeps changing aspect ratios, but it's not just here's one shot that's in the 3x4, here's the next shot in the 16 by whatever. Literally the screen shrinks, grows or whatever, and the whole time I was like, ooh,
yeah,
yay!
It's sick.
It's so fun. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it so much.
So this is where they're seeing the twins are born, and then they see the little moment of Monica being like, he was killed by Ultron, and they're like, holy crap, did she just say Ultron? Like that's a reference to our reality.
Yeah.
And then they see a cut of and then Monica's just gone. And then, oh my God, where'd she go? Alarms start going off.
Yeah,
and,
they're reversing the footage and playing it back, and no matter what, it's just a cut.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and then this is when we see what actually happened.
Yes. And this was interesting because this was shot in the theatrical wide shot ratio.
Right.
Rather than the typical of that era, I think it's 4x3 or 3x4 ratio, which was what the other episodes were shot in.
Because we're back in Westview in the quote unquote TV show.
Yeah.
But now it's from the perspective of knowing that this is a facade, and Wanda is kind of taking control here.
Yeah. And so in order to get that kind of shot too, they would have had to change cameras. They were probably using a contemporary camera for that.
Yeah.
So they're probably reshooting some of the scenes with two different cameras. Probably. Which I'm like, that's amazing.
Actually, that's a good point because it does look noticeably different in this version.
Yeah, no, it's a different quality.
It's a modern camera.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I wonder, did they switch between film and digital as well?
Good question. I don't know.
Because there is a different quality to the image using film versus digital.
Yeah.
And if that's true, then I would guess this part was shot in digital because it does look different.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, sharper.
And there's a lot of ways that can be achieved, that different image, but I don't know.
I feel like
if I was a gambling man.
Yeah, I feel like it'd be really tedious for them to use film.
Some still do.
Yeah.
Christopher Nolan, he is a hard ass about using film.
Sure.
But I would imagine if they were like, oh, we can switch to digital, do it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. But I don't remember hearing anyone talk about that.
It's just another element of, I would say, the love and care that's given to this and the dedication and just the overall homage to the making of movies and TV.
Hell yeah.
It's just so wicked to see so many different elements come together to create a piece of art.
Yeah.
That wouldn't normally work together, but it makes sense
here. And I
here.
think that is truly what amazes me about about both of these shows, but for argument's sake, WandaVision. Just the sheer amount of moving pieces.
Yeah.
I mean, my God. It is a lot.
I wonder why the credits are 5 minutes long.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah. Yeah, we were talking about how long the credits were. Okay, but to get back to this scene, so now we see what actually happened with Wanda and who we now know as Monica. And yeah, Monica is like, I'm just your neighbor. That Wanda's like fully questioning her. And like, as we mentioned, like in real Wanda mode, her real accent, she's angry. She's using her powers. And we see her powers.
You're an outsider. You're a threat.
Yeah, and we see her like
hands
regular
like
powers.
doing the red thing.
Yeah, we see her like normal powers that we're used to seeing from the movies at this point. I think this is the first time we've seen them. Like her hands. Yeah, like she has like, it's not like the smoke, that we've been seeing.
No, it wasn't like
episodes.
the cheesy, corny 50, 60, 70 version of magic where
this
things
is like her
happen.
Modern Marvel powers.
Yes, CGI magic is back on.
And she's doing the hand stuff too, which is very characteristic of her. Yeah, and she's like, you're not my neighbor, you're not my friend, you're a stranger and an outsider, and you're trespassing, and I want you to leave. And she yeets her through the house, through the wall.
Yeet is the only way to put it. She is yeeted.
Truly yeeted through 2 or 3 walls.
A bookcase with a bunch of books.
Yeah.
The nursery wall.
And
a fence.
And then all the way out the boundary.
Yes.
Which must have been...
She would be dead.
Oh.
In real life.
Yes. Yeah.
She does look,
she doesn't
rough.
look great. She doesn't look great.
No.
But yeah, then we see her go through the barrier and everything. And Vision comes back in, and where's Geraldine? Oh, she left, honey. She had to rush home.
Yeah. And then we want to quickly patched everything up before.
Yeah. And does the aspect ratio go back here? I think it does.
I think it does. Yeah. It changes again.
Yeah. And then at the end of this, we see.
And there's such a quick, creepy shot too when Vision comes back in.
Oh, yes. Yes. Where she sees his exploded head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
which
he's
is sad.
Gray and creepy.
Even from the background when he's not in focus yet.
No.
You're already like, wait, the color's wrong.
Uh-huh.
And then,
And like the thing that creeped me out too is like the eyes are just
just blank. Yeah.
Yep. There's no eyeballs. There's no like pupils.
And he's talking and
irises.
he sounds the same.
Yep.
But maybe a little bit distant.
And then the part of his forehead's just gone.
Caved in. Yep. Yeah. And then she like looks away.
Yeah.
And then looks back and he's fine. He's normal. And yeah. And then he comes over and is like, what's wrong? And he
very
says,
poignant dialogue here.
Yes. He says, we don't have to stay here. We could go wherever we want. And she says, no, we can't. And then she says, this is our home. Mm-hmm. He says, are you sure? And she says, oh, don't worry, darling. I have everything under control.
Yep.
And and then we go back to, Monica outside. And she's like, it's Wanda. It's all Wanda. In case you didn't know already.
Yeah. Wanda is aware that she's doing this?
Question mark?
Huh? What? I am... Huh?
Do you want me to answer? Or
No.
Okay. Yeah. That's basically the end of our episode.
Yeah, what?
Yeah. Yeah, so
to go back to my earlier question.
Questions coming out of this. Well, first of all, did you enjoy this set of episodes, and was it like along the lines relatively of what you were expecting?
Episode 3, yes.
Yep.
Episode 4, I did not expect them to break the fourth wall of...
You didn't want them to go fully out of the show.
Reality. Yeah, I didn't think they would do it this early.
Okay.
I'm kind of surprised that they did.
Episode 4.
Yeah.
It's almost halfway through, I guess.
Because the episode is a catch-up, so to speak, of like, here's what was happening. Let's literally replay everything that's happened these first 3 episodes, but from a different perspective. I was kind of like, okay. Like, it's still interesting of like...
Like it just slowed it down for you?
A little bit, where I'm like, you're putting the pieces together, and that's what the episode is there for, is to help now put all the pieces together. You're intrigued, you're invested. Let's drop some of the mystery box elements so you stay invested. And and this is something that Marvel does. They toe the line well in this show.
Yeah.
But you have to dumb it down enough to be able to reach the broadest audience possible.
Sure.
And there's not a lot of trust or faith that the audience will just get some things. And that's what this episode was, is like, let's make sure everybody is on the same page now.
Sure.
Which is fine. totally valid.
Yeah.
Again, Marvel is trying to reach the broadest audience possible, so that's what it's there for. But
Well,
for me,
yeah,
it always does slow it down just a little bit where I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm caught up. Can we get back on with the action?
Sure. Well, I think it does. Actually, I'm going to argue. I'm just playing devil's advocate just for funsies.
Of course.
I think actually this is kind of a good point to break the illusion, because I'm not sure, like, okay, we're 3 episodes in of like the original format of like, okay, we're in the TV show and like something vaguely kind of goes wrong and then it snaps back and then, but like we learn a little bit more. Like, how many more times can you keep doing that until before it's like, okay, we're just doing the same thing? So I think from that perspective, I think 3 episodes of doing that essentially was a good
I still
call.
think it would just be, and I guess it depends on where the show goes from here. I think it would be really interesting watching the whole show without knowing what the outside was trying to do, but seeing the effects of it continue to unfold.
Sure.
And just continuing that mystery box, and then at the end having the big reveal. But I don't know, because I don't know where the rest of the show is going.
Right.
So it's hard for me to definitively say that would have been better, because I don't have no clue.
Right.
No, it is interesting though, because like, and again, this is where I'm saying they do a good job towing the line, because they still leave enough stuff for you to start putting together yourself. And so that's some of the stuff where I'm like thinking back to the first episode with the hearts at dinner and how she keeps going, stop it.
Yeah.
You know, now it's like, oh, she is literally pleading to the woman who is controlling her right now.
Right.
Okay, that makes a little more sense.
Yeah.
So there is some stuff where you can, you know, start piecing it together, and then, you know, Agnes is still hanging out there like, well, what's her deal? Right,
exactly.
So there's still
She's a
some
big
stuff.
loose end.
And this is why I'm like, Marvel is good at towing the line. I will acknowledge that.
Well, and, you know, specifically for this show, also Jack Schaefer plotting this out to within an inch of its life. Like,
yes, yeah.
Everything is intentional. And like leading you on this journey.
But overall, I think this episode, just the pacing of it, is still good. Don't get me wrong. I was still very engaged.
Yeah.
I'm still very engaged with the whole story. But yeah, definitely for me, for my personal taste and preference, I'm like, okay, this is a little too slow.
I think also a big part of this that you missed out on is you didn't recognize Monica, you didn't recognize Wu, you didn't recognize Darcy, like all these people that we were all excited to see, you know, show up in this show.
Yeah, this is as a non-Marvel viewer.
Yeah, so there's that aspect of it too.
So much of it that I'm just like, okay.
Yeah, like these people are here. But like that definitely made it more enjoyable for me.
Sure.
Even as we were like kind of breaking out of the original conceit of the show.
No, I think the whole concept of the Marvel universe is, as a storytelling thing, completely fascinating.
Oh yeah, I love it.
Such a cool way to tell different stories, and you're bringing in characters from different things and being able to tell in a way that like anyone could technically jump into any story.
Right.
Regardless of
I think this is a great example of that. Like it makes sense that all these people are here.
Yeah. And I think for the dedicated fans, it's a lot more rewarding.
Yeah, exactly. That's more fun. And like seeing these people interact that you never would have thought would interact.
Yeah, that's got to be cool.
Yeah, it's fun. I think also the cold open of Monica being snapped back into existence and seeing that and seeing how that worked and like the chaos that ensued. I think a hospital was truly the best kind of setting to show the craziness of that, because it just kind of instantly makes you think like, oh my God, like how is that going to work? Like logistically, emotionally, personally, etc. And to have that like that cold open, I thought was really good. And yeah, giving us a bunch of insight into Monica's character in like 5 minutes flat or less. So that was cool. Yeah, I would say like this isn't my favorite episode of the show.
It is a necessary episode.
Yeah,
it's going to have to happen at some point.
Yeah.
Right. And yeah, I guess if you didn't want to do too much, because like I said, they replay basically episodes 1 through 3 from a different perspective. And if you didn't want to do that for a bunch more episodes, it does make sense to just do it quicker. Yeah. Do it sooner.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like I said, I'm still very engaged.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Yeah, and I think it does create, like now we have Wanda creating the TV sitcom version of Westview. But now we also have this outside opposing force, and like how is she going to handle that if that happens to be the case, or if they somehow confront each other.
Yeah.
If they figure out how to get in or she figures out how to get out.
She doesn't want out.
Does not seem like it.
Not yet.
No.
But I think her vision is going to just continue to deteriorate. And I think that might be the little breaking point for her.
Yeah.
She won't be able to maintain specifically him. Her illusion of him.
Yeah, so I guess that takes us into predictions for the next 2 episodes.
It's really hard to make any kind of predictions.
Well, let's look at the titles.
Yep.
I think that's fair game.
So we have on a very special episode.
Mm-hmm.
I got nothing.
Yeah, it doesn't tell you a whole lot.
No, and then 6 is all new Halloween Spooktacular.
Mm-hmm. A Halloween episode. Woo! We love that.
That'll be fun.
Yeah.
That'll be a fun one. Because you can do a lot with Halloween and spooky and ghost and paranormal and
the Scarlet
disguises
Witch.
And costumes. Ooh, that one's going to be fun.
Yeah. Yep.
I got nothing for a very special episode. Are we going back to, so because 4 was just reality, is 5 80s?
Good question.
Are we going back into the eras?
I think so.
All right.
Yes.
I kind of hope a Halloween Spooktacular is Full House.
A Halloween Spooktacular is Full House?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I don't know how they would play that off, though, because there's only Wanda and Vision and I guess the twins now.
I'm genuinely trying to remember. I think, did Full House start in the 80s?
It did technically in the late 80s. But, I mean,
I feel like that might be the next episode then.
All right, then.
Our Full House reference. Halloween is 90s. Actually, that would make sense. Okay. I was going like, think about like Disney Halloween movies from the 90s.
Halloween Town
and
oh my god, yes.
Obviously, oh my god, what's it called? Hocus Pocus.
Hocus Pocus. I was like, Twitches was 2000s. That's way too late.
Yeah. That is like a very specific subgenre of movie though. Like
those
Disney Halloween movies from the 90s.
They have such a special place in my heart.
Of course. Yeah.
All right. Well, cool. I'm excited.
Yeah, me too.
I'll mull things over and see if I come up with any more predictions.
Right. Here's your question. Agnes predictions. Any shenanigans?
I mean, she hasn't been super involved other than just like quips and
other than her very couple
she pops
of pointed
in and pops
lines.
out and that's it. Yeah,
her very couple of pointed lines in episode 3, but then obviously we didn't see her at all in episode 4.
She's gonna get more screen time.
Right.
She's gonna have a bigger role. Oh. Well, now that Geraldine's out of the picture as being a friend for Wanda,
true.
Does Agnes fill the role?
Well, she's already
she is
Wanda's friend,
but she kind of got swapped out there for a little bit,
for a hot minute.
Yeah.
Maybe a little.
And she's really the only other woman within the town that
has befriended Wanda.
Yeah.
Questions.
Exciting stuff.
We'll have answers to them eventually.
All right. Okay. Are we ready?
We are ready. I think we're ready. So next time with WandaVision, we'll be doing episodes 5 and 6.
Yep.
But in the meantime, we have Campy's show off fantasy TV episode. And she's really excited about it. So we're going to do our preview. So what are we watching, Campy, for your fantasy TV pick?
Is a show that I love dearly.
Yes.
Another show that I am obsessed with intensely.
Excellent.
It's a show that I feel like no one has fucking seen.
Okay.
Except for me. And it's one that I also rewatch. I don't even think once a year. I think it's twice a year.
Oh, God.
At this point.
Your chronic rewatching.
It's so good, and I'm so mad that there's not more of it because I love it so much.
Okay.
We're watching Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency.
Okay.
Yeah, baby.
I knew this was on your list.
Yes. Okay. It's been on my list for a long time.
Yeah.
And okay, so it is based off of a book.
Okay.
So we're doing another thing based off of a book.
Oh, adaptation, baby.
Yep. It's a Douglas Adams short. I don't even call it. It's not a short
novella?
story. I guess it's a novella. And it is nothing like the book because I have read the book.
Okay, cool. Love that.
Yeah, so we can talk about adaptation in a completely different way next time. So the concept of the show, although bellhop Todd Brotzman doesn't have a lot going on in his life, the worst awaits him.
Oh, no.
It begins when he arrives at work one day and is sent up to the hotel's penthouse where he discovers a millionaire, Patrick Spring, has been murdered. An odd chain of events unfolds, leads to Todd becoming a person of interest in the crime and losing his job. That is when he meets Dirk Gently, a fast-talking, eccentric detective who has been hired to investigate the murder, etc. There's a lot more to that description. That
Okay, was that IMDb or was that Wikipedia?
Google users.
Okay, alrighty, cool.
That's the setup for season 1.
Okay.
Which I'm actually going to have you watch season 2, episode 1.
Okay.
Because it is much more heavily fantasy.
Okay, sweet.
So I'll kind of give you my breakdown of the show instead.
Yeah.
Some stuff that I think is important to know. So Dirk Gently's holistic detective agency, we're following around. It's all from Todd Brotzman's perspective. So he's our fish out of water. He's our person that we can relate to.
Is
at
he our
our
Watson?
entry point into the chaos of this world that's being built.
Is he our Watson?
Yeah, kind of.
Is
Yes.
this a Sherlock Holmes adaptation?
It is not.
Okay.
No, not even
Okay.
close. So Dirk is a very eccentric detective. He is a holistic detective. What does that even mean?
Yeah.
He doesn't fuss around with things like fingerprints and, dirt patterns. But he does make a
Forensics.
reference. He does make a reference to Sherlock where he's like, I don't worry about dirt content, which there is like a whole Sherlock Holmes short story where he's obsessed with dirt and then it actually plays a thing.
Yeah.
And so Dirk is like, Todd is like, so you don't collect clues as a detective? And his thing is, no, I'm a holistic detective. I see the broader interconnectedness of all things.
Okay.
And everything is connected and we have to follow all of it.
Okay.
So what kind of unfolds in the first season is basically it's not just Dirk. There's a bunch of people like him who are holistic somethings. So Dirk is a holistic detective. He solves mysteries. There is a holistic assassin.
Oh.
She kills people who the universe tells her to kill. And it's not
Holistically?
like there's a voice in her head. She just kills everyone she comes across, basically.
Okay.
But throughout the first season, you see why she kills all those people, and it does make sense. So there's all these people like him. Meanwhile, the CIA initially had them contained and under control, but because these people are part of some kind of universe plan, they could not be contained.
Interesting.
So the start of season 2, some of them have been recaptured and are brought back in to Blackwing to be studied.
Okay,
and
which is
so-
the CIA.
Yeah, which is the CIA.
Okay.
So you have some of them are captured and being held in this facility. So it's very fun because it is a mystery.
Yeah.
So each season is this crazy, complicated, overarching mystery that you're trying to figure out. And again, everything's connected. And how does it all connect? Because it's just everything's wild and
Okay.
off the fucking walls. So they very much honor Douglas Adams in that way of just absurdity.
Sure.
It's great. It's a lot of fun. What else is there to know? In the start of season 2, because Todd and Farah, who work with Dirk, because they work with him and the CIA got Dirk, they also want Todd and Farah.
Okay.
So they're chasing them down. And then Todd's...
But they don't have like special powers.
They do not, no.
Okay, they're normies.
Yes.
Okay.
And then Todd's sister joined another group of subjects who are energy vampires, essentially.
Okay.
3 of the energy vampires were captured, and one of them and Todd's sister are still on the loose and trying to find them as well.
Okay.
And that's kind of where it starts.
Okay, I have questions.
Yes.
So, are the main people I should know Dirk Gently,
Yep.
Todd, and Farah?
Yes. Those are our core 3.
Core 3. Okay, and they're a team.
Yes.
Okay. They meet Farah in season 1, I assume. Okay, great. There's a mystery. So top of season 2 is going to be setting up this new mystery.
It's setting up the mystery.
Great.
And it's setting up everyone who's going to be involved in the mystery. So there's a
Everyone.
lot of characters that get introduced.
Fun. I mean, I laid it on thick for you with Wheel of Time, so it's
Yeah,
only
you
fair. It's only fair. It's only fair, turning it around.
Yeah. And then Amanda, which is Todd's sister, I actually don't know how much she's shown in the first episode, so she may not be as important in that.
Okay.
But it's just, she is also out there and being chased by the CIA.
With energy vampires.
Yes.
Okay, great. How many holistic people are there?
Unknown.
Unknown. How many have you met in season 1?
In season 1, we meet the vampires, so there's 4 of them called the Rowdy 3. but there's 4 of them. I am wildly aware. And then, yeah, Dirk and Bart is the assassin.
Okay.
So I think it's just them who you meet, but you're
more.
becoming aware that there's more of them out there.
Okay. And is this like framed as like a superpower?
That's one of the things that I really love about it is it's a soft magic system.
Sure.
So instead of Wheel of Time, and this is part of why I picked it too,
Hell
because
yeah.
it's a kind of a polar opposite
–
example. Instead of a hard magic system of these are the things that are defined, this is what can be done, this is what cannot be done, it's very much a no one knows what the fuck this is.
Yeah.
Even the people who have this ability don't know what it is or why or even believe that it's real all the time.
But they do like use it.
Yes.
Whatever it is. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Are they like compelled to
pretty much
use it?
That's kind of the thing is like Dirk basically has a breakdown moment in season 1 where he's like, you don't understand, my life has always been like this, I cannot run away from this.
Okay, it's like faded.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. I think you should give us some stats.
Yay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, first aired on it says it first aired on USA, but I thought it was on Sci-Fi.
It might have been USA.
Apparently first aired on USA in 2016. Writers, Douglas Adams, based off of his book, and Max Landis. So created by Max Landis.
Showrunner.
As the showrunner.
Okay. Started on USA and went to Sci-Fi.
Pretty sure it went to Sci-Fi.
That's interesting. Yeah, because that is not the USA formula.
No.
So they would have been taking a big risk.
Yeah. And the reason, too, I want to point out, the reason I'm not starting with season 1 is there's a little bit of fantasy element at the start of season 1. It doesn't really pick up till much later. And since we're doing fantasy, I feel like season 2 is pretty much right out the gate. Like, this is fantasy.
Sure. Okay. Interesting.
Deal with it.
That's interesting in and of itself. Like, it didn't start out as like a quote unquote fantasy show, but then it leaned into it later.
There's some fantasy elements. So, spoiler, at the very start of the first episode, Todd sees a version of himself in a fur coat and covered in blood for like a split second.
Okay.
And then that version of him runs away.
You could chalk that up to, though.
But that's the only weird thing that really happens.
Okay, yeah. Well, and yeah, like you could easily explain that away of like he's seeing stuff, he's drugged, like you don't know.
Yeah, so the very first few episodes, you're like aware things are a little weird, but it's not fantasy at that point.
Okay.
Because you're with Todd, you're getting introduced to this world.
Yeah.
Yeah, season 2 throws it out the window. You are in a fantasy setting.
Okay, interesting.
So, stars Samuel Barnett as Dirk Gently, Elijah Wood.
I was going to say.
As Todd Brotzman.
Elijah Wood's in this, right?
Uh-huh. Hannah Marks as Amanda Brotzman, and Jade. I'm so sorry, I'm going to say this wrong.
You want me to look?
Yeah, I'm going to feel so bad about that one.
Ashit?
I hope that's right.
Eshete.
She's amazing, and I feel really bad if I got her name wrong because she's incredible.
That's okay.
Cool. Love that character.
Okay.
Those are pretty much our core.
So Elijah Wood, kind of the only known name in this show.
Yeah.
Which is what I remember from it. I actually want to say I watched maybe the first episode or 2 of this show with my mom, and I was like mid on it, and my mom was like absolutely not, because like she doesn't go for crazy and weird stuff.
It's a very chaotic show.
Yeah.
It's very fast paced. It's incredibly well written because the whole theme of it is everything is connected. Right. So literally everything in the show that's presented to you is connected somehow.
And you know I love that shit.
And because the first season, spoiler, contains time travel, it gets very complicated. I have watched the first season so many times and I still don't completely understand the timeline.
Wow.
It's phenomenally written.
That's another reason my mom would have hated it.
Yeah, it's great. Season 2 does not contain time travel.
Okay. I do love me some time travel shenanigans.
But it contains a lot of fun fantasy.
Okay, anything else you want me to just like look for in this particular episode? Like,
enjoy the ride.
Enjoy the ride.
Just enjoy the ride. It's one of those shows where you have to stop thinking so much, and you just have to sit back and let it wash over you.
Let it take you.
Uh-huh.
I hear you. the polar opposite of how I watch television usually, as we've already discussed.
So
my
the thing,
analyzing brain is on.
To figure this out, you are just going to take yourself in the wrong direction.
Sure.
It's a guarantee.
Okay. All right, cool. Yeah, a challenge accepted. I'm stoked.
It's not the point of that, but okay.
No, I am excited though. I've heard you talk about this show a lot. How many seasons total did it run?
2.
Really, only 2. Okay,
We'll talk about that
get
next
canceled.
episode.
All right. And how long are their seasons? Is
10
it like
episodes?
the 13? Oh, 10.
Oh, maybe
okay.
13. I already closed out the page.
That's okay.
So,
I mean, 2016 on a cable network.
yeah.
Thinking about 10 to 13.
Somewhere in that ballpark.
Yeah. Cool.
So, overall, pretty tragically very short.
Yeah.
And we'll talk more about that. My heart's still broken.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But in the meantime, you get to see season 2, episode 1 for the first time.
I'm very excited.
very
Do we have
excited.
a title for this episode or no?
That's a great question. So I guess I have to open up my webpage again.
I would love to know.
There's 18 episodes total.
Okay, so 9 a season probably, unless they were mismatched.
Season 2, episode 1, Space Rabbit.
Space Rabbit. I like it.
Yep.
I'm down. Okay. Dirk Gently. Sounds good. So that is what we will be back with next time on the Show Off. Our discussion and review of Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency.
Yeah, back to our regular scheduled programming.
Yes. We brought it right back around. Did it. Nailed it. Killed it. Crushed it. Cool. Ending remarks. If you want, you could
Yes.
leave a comment on this here podcast.
And where can they leave comments? Where can they leave comments, Amanda?
On YouTube.
And where else?
And on Spotify, because you can leave comments on Spotify now. It's a bit now. It's a bit.
It could be because we've been recording for 2 hours, but this is for some reason hilarious to me right now.
Yeah. I mean, I can't wait. And when we get our first comment on Spotify, it's going to be a celebration.
Oh, Lord, we're gonna get champagne.
You guys will be hearing about it. No, but really, you can comment. Tell us your thoughts on WandaVision and on Dirk Gently when that episode comes out. And we hope you watch along with us. You can also email us at theshowoffpod@gmail.com if you want to let us know your thoughts. And you can follow us on Tumblr at theshowoffpod.
Yeah, that's right, because Amanda's posting again. And
I will be back
should
posting.
Too.
Yeah, I'll be back posting all of our episodes from season 1 of the Show Off. Because I only made it through our Doctor Who episodes, which is only about half, I think.
Yeah, roughly.
Of season 1. So, yeah, quick side note, since I was on Tumblr, I was also checking Show Off YouTube today. Did you know that our Bob's Burgers episode has over 700 views?
Really?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It blew up at some point over the last couple of months.
That's
So,
awesome.
unclear. I think the second episode after that is our Once Upon a Time episode, which has somewhere around 400, I think.
Solid.
And
nice.
Yeah. So cool stuff. Glad you guys liked that one.
Cool. I love that.
But yeah, other than that, we will be back next time. Thank you guys so much for listening.
Yeah. Come hang out with us as we
Yeah.
talk about Dirk Gently next week.
Dirk Gently. Alrighty. Bye.
Bye. Thanks for listening to this episode of The Show Off. If you enjoyed this one, go ahead and leave us a 5-star rating on Apple Podcast and give us your review of our episode pick for this week's pod. You can also email us at theshowoffpod@gmail.com. See you all next week.